chaos. That's all you need to know. Hi. Welcome to Dragon Warrior Randomizer. Welcome to RPG Limit Break for starters, and welcome to Dragon Warrior Randomizer. We have a race tonight between group 11 members, Opti, Miplet, and OldVampireLady. All three runners have been eliminated from the playoffs, unfortunately, but they are here to possibly screw with some buckholts and have a chaotic time. My name is CyberDark86. I am joined here tonight by C. Parsley in the chat booth, Destiny of a Dragon Warrior, and Venicus on tracking, and Camia in our restreamer. We're going to have some fun here, I think.
I believe so as well. I think that I had to mute on when you made a very quick opening, because I was like, oh my god, it started last night. Alrighty, tell us a little bit about the difference between Old Vampire and Miplet's build versus Opti's.
Well, Strength Agility is what Opti is using, and that is going to be a little bit harder to fence in the end, assuming they have the same gear, but a little bit lower HP. Starting off, you can actually see that Agility is a little lower, but it will change in the end. The other two are using Strength HP. That is their most common build to be used for Standard. Myself, I prefer Strength Agility anyway, but I think it is stronger in Chaos. We shall see tonight.
Yep, we should just be getting the flag here very quickly to get these folks started, and let the chaos begin.
We see a 5 strength start, so that means they're not going to be killing many enemies. We will be looking for our Noodle tonight. Our Noodle should have a very low attack, very low HP, and should be easily able to be taken out by all of our runners. It will be in zones 0, 1, or 2, I believe, so anywhere around the castle. Our runners want to find that to get their first bit of experience. Any other enemies could be very hard to kill.
So we have gold, wings, and key to start for them. And only a repel spell. This spell to happen not this early.
Well, that set of wings will actually give them a spare key, so we should see all runners use the wings to get out, go back and save, and then use the key to get into the treasury to see what happens. Although having gold, they don't need to save. Miplet is immediately going to buy more keys, and then we'll have keys for the seed, and Opti is doing the same thing. OldVampireLady is not, but she will probably save that initial key.
Excuse me, but did that slime actually have meat on that red slime?
Say again, sorry?
I said, did that red slime actually have feet on that red slime?
Definitely no feet.
Well, first look in the treasury has a firm, then a curse spell, letting us know one of our 3 spots are on, fairy water, and the final is a dragon scale. So nothing really of rate in case you didn't decide to go for the treasury immediately. That's going to kill you. But let's see what's underneath good old Tangentail. Or Temptation.
Currently no gold grind available, of course, with their chest glitch, but if there is something with a gold, or a location with a gold chest in under here, then we could still get a gold grind active. Just a silver heart.
That's not going to happen though with that silver heart traded.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to grind the Staff of Rain. That could cause some issues, hey?
Looks like the wolf might be the one. Toss the fairy water, 56 experience. We should pick up multiple levels here on Miplet. 6, 11, 2 with the heal outside. Heal more, then push them all the way to level 4.
Goldman here start with Sleep and deal 2 breath. Wow.
So that would be on the nope list.
Wolves here doing very little damage.
Yep. So they seem to be our noodle. Unfortunately, we're not doing much damage either.
Another 56 experience and no further levels. Wow.
1 through 4 easily. 4, we're gonna have a walk. And now, Miplet about to find out about the golden man.
Now the golem is here as well. They seem to be doing very little damage to OldVampireLady.
But on level 5 is at 160.
OVL gonna try some fairy water in that golem, take it out for 6 experience.
Yeah, but that shows us it's basically 100 points or more between 4 and 5. Because 4 with repeat that little as 62.
Opti tries the fairy water on the gold man and gets put to sleep. Did fight a rogue scorpion there a second ago and it ran away already at level 4. So our runners may want to try wandering out of Zone 0, it seems is what they're in. They want to try wandering out and just seeing perhaps what's in Zone 1 or 2, because there could be another enemy there. Just go a little bit to the west or north.
Sorry about that. 1122 was level 5. No spell.
OldVampireLady gets her first kill for a level. There's that rogue scorpion again. No one's managed to kill one yet that I know of. Hey, level 6 here. 5, 10, 24, 13 in return. It was actually level 7, 2 levels there.
Find that rogue scorpion, at least he hasn't left yet. Oh, and he moves away. We got a new enemy we haven't seen yet. Ghosts, but they're hitting for 18.
Not something we want to see right now. We do have heal. I don't know if anyone remembers. But we did learn heal, and heal more, actually.
And the second you said that, Miplet immediately whipped out a heal.
Star Wyverns with
the Star Wyverns said the bow. Maybe you should have done the heal for 260 more for level 9. Gonna put it at 540.
Level 8.
My apologies.
What are numbers? This is chaos.
Yeah, you know, agility, it's just a number.
Unless you're in week 7 and then there are no numbers.
Yeah, then you just pray that you can hit enough without knowing what you're hitting. However, even at 4 for Opti and OldVampire, that 12-14 attack defense still not anything to write home about.
Miplet wandering a bit further out than anyone else. It's an excellent move on the ghost, does 14 damage.
It's 16 total will not be enough if he sends back home. That ghost probably using at least 50 if not 75% heal on her one.
Opti now up to level 5.
Opti finally gets past, yes. And it looks like we're just a little trouble with OldVampireLady. We'll try to get her going. And that's speaking of the level, there we go. Miplet actually just grinding these items here in the treasury because it's the 3rd time I've seen him in there collecting.
Just has to remember not to run out of keys. That's the big thing. Still has 3 left.
I think that's what he heard you. Feels good this low of level that you're able to just run away from a golem in the first shot. And hey, we have our first Charlock fighting. It's actually going to be a quick shot from the castle.
A nice location if you don't have return at the end of the seed, but chances are we will.
Yeah, or if you try to save your magic for it. And by the way, Opti gets up to level 7.
Also, we do already have return, so useless.
Seems like our diet tonight will be... Go ahead. Yes. A diet of all the lovely, lovely wolves you can find. Meanwhile, Miplet did find the town. We'll find out as soon as the buffering will catch up, and it is the town of Rimmeler. So Miplet will have keys. Well, more keys.
As a hand axe, should have enough gold for a large shield as well, and probably full plate.
Yeah, on summer sale, you can get that full plate for this sale of a century price of 60 gold.
We'll likely restock on keys here before checking that chest in the bottom. Or just ignore it. Right, it needs to be gold, I guess.
Oh, another one. It is possible they could have possibly seen it while you're having the technical difficulties.
Run blocked by a slime who's doing very little damage, but does have...
Well, the DL1 breath.
Rather than heal, goes for the fairy water, and slime heal words.
Slime's like, I'm gonna stay alive, maybe you'll die. Meanwhile, old vampire lady goes down to a wyvern. There's the Hillmore breakout. I wonder how high this slime's agility is.
Considering we're doing very little damage, and it's hard to run from, probably fairly high. We do have Cantlin here. We've got three shops in here for weapons. We've got 2 item shops. We've got some radishes, and we got some coordinates.
The only thing is, what can you find for your low price of 27 gold that you have?
I mean, that bamboo pole is a decent price. It's actually overpriced in the seed, but still decent.
Large shield pickup by Opti.
And
I like that magic armor price, but he can't, and flamesword price, but he doesn't afford either. Opti, by the way, going to give us a look at the 2-for-1 trade-in. And tonight, that is a jar of fairy water.
Very useful. I mean, you could throw it at a wolf for an instant kill. Magician breathes DL2 breath on OldVampireLady.
Oh, he's got himself a handful of cursed spells. He's going to be able to get both of those. That flame sword and the armor.
Well, cursed belts are good for something. You can sell them for 180 gold each.
Right. And that is what Miplet did with 3 of them.
Right, so the best weapon and the best armor money can buy right now, just missing a silver shield. We may find that in the future. Right now, it's not a big concern.
Well, it's also possible it could be locked behind the one shop he hasn't checked yet. Meanwhile, X-Knight sends Opti back to start, unfortunately for her.
I think we're going to be grinding here for a while, looking for probably hurt more or some major strength. I mean, level 7 and you only have 18 strength is not great.
Oh, no, Opti almost didn't get away from that slime.
Okay, Miplet going to check our coordinates. That'd
Or
be very
it
good.
will be 15 per health, so you're gonna have to make sure to keep healing correctly.
We'll not be able to get back out of this, I don't believe, but
No, not unless you've got a bunch of herbs. So this is gonna be a death orb situation after the chords. And we're gonna go 42. Yep. So, long ways away. Gwayla may actually yet come out of her hiding hole. Goldman attacking the Wombo combo.
Wow. So the good thing about rescuing Gwaelin, of course, in Chaos, is that she can tell you how much experience you need for the next level, because it is not standard; it is randomized at the moment. So having her will be a boon in the end.
I have seen in some of the that I've been calling this week, though, it can also be a detriment because people start using it as a clutch and get to 16, 17, 18. They go, oh, it's only 8,000 for the next level. Overgrind instead of taking a run and let somebody else slide on in. But hopefully we won't see any of these three fall into that trap tonight.
Use everything in moderation, people. We have a Demon Knight that is dodging and doing 34 damage. That seems normal.
Just the question of who rolls up, who rolls down on their stats and ability to get up right through.
So OldVampireLady is now in Caitlin. Has one curse belt to sell. Make sure she's wearing the dragon scale so she can sell that as well.
Ooh, that demon. But he got you through it. Remember, get through the demon knight 124 and 150 numbers for doing so, even though it punches for 50.
The knight doing 59 damage, that's an awful lot.
Yeah, he figured I wasn't going to try that one. And in the first shot, bamboo rolls down, the club rolls up, and the copper sword rolls down. And speaking of the copper sword, that's what she grabbed because she hadn't seen this shot down here.
Gonna have enough for 2 of the items, but not the other.
Well, it may have had enough for both if you would have bought the flame sword first. You would have got your 50% rebate on your copper sword. That might have given you enough for 115 for the other.
But that's alright, picked up the large shield instead.
And Miplet actually gets a Goldman down. 101 experience, 40 gold, moves to level 8. That is 7 power, 5 speed, 11 hit points, 7 magic, no new spells. However, I personally would not keep the Goldman on you, Dale, because while they're hitting a small, they also have both the sleep and hurt more. While Miplet takes that, Opty does have about a 400 experience point lead. It will only be in 7, I would not keep it on my list of targets. Goal on being a sponge at only 696.
OldVampireLady working on a magic Reiki, used some fairy water, and didn't kill it.
At least it's only killing for 1 to 3, so even if you have to spend forever and punch, hopefully as long as that magic Reiki didn't roll after 140 hit points. Meanwhile, Orion, a magic Reiki, does get to, Drakima, only 20 experience points, 171 gold. So again, would go on my old gauntlet. Usually, tell me if I'm wrong here, when you start going through, you start seeing your enemies first and you get them done. And I can know whether, yeah, you should be hunting these, no, you should be running from these. or one immediately so you get your list of what you want to dine on.
You definitely do, or try to keep a list. Some people actually write it down. They have columns that they put, do and don't in. Some of us just try to remember and then forget.
Well, thinking of forgetting, I don't know if VampireLady can remember to use a heal here. Down to 14 and still fighting on this magic tricky.
Shouldn't need to use one yet. I mean, she's doing some decent damage. It's not doing much to her, so probably go down to 5 health and then maybe heal, or may do it on 6. Our 2 top runners are after hitting level 9.
And we do know to get to 10, it is at least a little bit of work because OT's got a 400-point lead and hasn't pushed through 9 yet herself.
Actually, Miplet is there, 1600 experience, manages to get the next level. And maybe a couple based on the numbers there? Yeah, jumps to level 11.
Nice double pack. However, for Opie, thank God, that means that it should be pretty close for her getting that as well. On that 314 experience point wyvern.
Now that's an enemy you're going to want to kill later on. Well, VampireLady is still working on this magic tricky.
That'll be where, please find it on a spike tile and let me just speak on it. Meanwhile, as the magic Drakey turns...
I'm surprised she hasn't landed a crit yet. Not that we know if it'll kill it or not, but...
One more, maybe 2 more swings she's got.
Nope, there it goes.
There it is.
Oh, apparently she's landed 2 crits on it.
Well, can we get one of our truckers to pull up the magic trick? Let's just take a look at it now that she didn't complete.
Opti finds the top of the map here, and maybe another town we haven't seen. Oh yeah, she's gonna be a while taking that one out.
211 for only 44. By the way, he does find. She does find a town hawk den.
That magic Drakey is one you're going to want to use hurt or hurt more on because it has no resistance.
Right, 211 for only giving you 44. I'd probably just run away and call it a day. That one. Also, a similar situation Opti was running into with a Wraith. Skeletons look good on the course, 151.38. And took about 30 to 40 hit points, but not too terrible. And have that nice, lovely stop spell to keep them distracted from either.
Well, scorpions have hurt more and hit pretty hard, so we're not going to be fighting them much.
But she does get through it for 150, and that will catch up a few levels for her.
Miplet makes it through Swamp Cave.
I was going to say, did Miplet head through the Swamp Cave? And I think he just covered it.
Yep, walked up through.
And we have an AK greeting Opti.
Not doing a whole lot of damage here. Of course, we don't have a whole lot of resources either.
No, but she has no heal spell, so if she takes a heal, it's going to have to come from an herb.
No herbs left either, unfortunately.
Ooh. Back to start.
Yep, may come back with full resources. I think when she got there, she was a little low.
Yep. Since we'll have somebody come back, we'll hold off on seeing that one for now. We don't need him. By the way, level 12 picked up on Nicholas' side.
Oh boy, Radiant.
Yeah, one of those spell names you see and you're like, really? That's all you can give me?
Old Vampire Lady going back into Caitlin, hopefully going to pick up the Flame Sword this time.
Good gold, bad experience for that troll man, G.
So level 12 here now, we've got some decent HP, some decent agility. MP is getting there, but we have no story items whatsoever yet. We're going to need all the main story items to get into Sherlock, of course.
Yep, by the way, OP does catch up with Miplet on level 12. And yeah, we don't even have ourselves a silver herb yet.
Old Vampire
Old
Lady
Vampire
finds
Lady
Tablet Cave.
finding the tablet cave. There's one in the second level to check. Who knows? It might have something valuable.
I believe she also saw a town to the south, but it was across some water, so I'm not sure if it's easy to get to from where she is.
Now, Opti train a magic that is magic drinky.
Ooh, it runs away.
And Miplet committed murder on his own kind, killing a red slime.
So no treasure guard popped up there in the tablet cave. It was a set of wings. And there's no quick way across the town anyway.
Takes that X9 down with only 3 hit points left. And those wyverns that don't have much HP for 3 or 4 turns got taken out by an attack of 14 points.
Middle scorpions with 150, if you use stop spell against them, they're fairly easy to take down.
So as we get to the late game, we want a feast of metal scorpions and wyverns. But instead of taking the death warp here, doing the slow heal, walking, getting that 1 HP per 4 squares.
Ah, looking for the wyvern wants to get some levels here.
Unfortunately, not going up with that one. Means we could be a pretty long grind here between 12 and 13. And I was about ready to think, watch the game prove me wrong with the next wyvern to be the lead level up.
Welp.
The wyvern's like, you feasted on us long enough, go back home.
So the wyvern is nice if you get first attack. If you don't, you might want to keep your HP up pretty high. Old Vampire Lady topping up on some keys in Rimildar here. Oh, that was the town she could see from Tablet Cave. Wyvern pie.
How much more would you consider grinding versus pushing out, especially considering we don't have any of the key items?
So right now, if you can find a spot with that wyvern or skeleton or something like that, probably stay there for a while, maybe try to get hurt more or at least some more strength. I mean, 2 of our runners have the flame sword, 1 is the hand axe. They're decent weapons for where you are in the game, but the strength is pretty low, and either the strength or hurt more, whichever you get first.
Okay, by the way, try that X-Knight with the hurt spell, but gets blocked after 2 rounds.
So now we try
This time, let's go with
first.
the tough spell.
Right, that could give us some free turns here. We don't know how much HP this has. So if we've got a few free turns, we can try to hurt it down bit by bit.
And of course, since we have that heat, I can use it once. Makes us wonder if it might be at 25%.
Seems pretty likely. She does take down the armor knight, gets 5 experience. And the armor? No, the token maybe.
I thought that was the sword.
Sword, okay, I've been
I
mistaken.
thought that was the big sword, yep. So, while it's not going to be a big boost for a vampire or a miplet, but for Opie, who only had the hand axe, that definitely will help out their attack swing.
Doesn't need to look for any more weapons. I believe she only has half her full plate, or maybe even chainmail, so she will need to look for more armor at some point, unless she finds Erdrick's armor. Full plate, but does have the large shield, so probably the shield we're going to finish the game with, unless we find a cheap silver shield somewhere.
Or if Opie gets back to Catelyn and can swap out that half full plate for the magic that's on sale. But we do have one of the big 5 down. Unfortunately, it's not any of our homework.
It is not. Now, saying that, we've only really seen 2 locations in Hoxton and Rimmildar, so there are a lot of locations for a chest that we can still look for.
Yeah, we've seen Catelyn, but that doesn't have any chest available.
No, we do have our coordinates, but that could be a while before anyone searches for that. We're probably going to walk Wayland first. We have seen Swamp Cave, but we'll search around and see if we can find those other 2 caves first.
I believe Miplet's the only one that's seen that Swamp Cave. By the way, we finally do push through to 13. 4 health, 9 magic cannon.
A boost of 9 strength there was nice.
And the other spell we're still looking for everybody is the old big hurt more.
OldVampireLady hits level 9. Gets a small increase in power, some agility, some magic points.
Wait a minute, is Miplet actually trying to count this?
Miplet is one of those people that can count coordinates extremely well.
What's important is we've had this small little incremental movements, which is usually, at least from what I've done myself, when you start counting.
Finds the nothing.
Yeah, since we haven't seen any items, we don't even know if the treasure cards are on. Oh, sorry, that's not one of our price tags, so definitely we'll have one once we get it.
Oh, I don't believe we have any Tri-State Flakes this week, actually.
Well, that is unless it's like something like the. Oh, hold on. Was it the harp?
That was the harp. A very, very nice count by Opti. Sorry, Miplet. According to Aaron, looks like he was doing a single coordinate count, so counting north, 42, and just walking west until it hit enemy that could have been a treasure guard. wouldn't have worked if it was the Death Necklace or the Fairy Flute, but turned out well for the harp.
Yep, as those are the two that, of course, do not treasure. Now the question is, can miplet keep pushing around this outside edge and actually find a new location? Ah, he's found some more of those wyverns.
Opti now hitting level 13. A Knight just one-shot OVL from full for 78. Yeah, Knights are pretty strong to seed.
Miplet with an 800 experience point lead. Unfortunately, Vampire, a good 33,000 behind, will pick up their level 10 and 11 probably, I believe, together.
Seems so, yeah. That was a good boost to a lot of stats, so that should certainly help with the exploration.
And we have Mountain Cave up here in Miplet's side. Oh, we have a level 14. Oh, sorry. Just freeze on Opti.
Able to run away from the red dragons here, which is very nice.
I think it's unfair when the red dragon gets to use her when they already got the breath.
Some nice experience from the Druid Lord.
First chest in Mountain is going to be stopped by Red Dragon for a second. Will be the Death Necklace.
So it seems in most of the Chaos Seeds we're getting some very high HP. Death Necklace will likely be usable. Miplet now sitting on 98 HP, which is more than enough to fight the Dragon Lord currently. And that Metal Slime is really nice, 168 experience and gold too.
Oh, you got both a Metal Slime and a Wyvern there? I might, after you check the bottom, come back up. It's right here.
Yeah, that's a decent spot.
We have a magic key replacement in the normal, just a little gold box. Up at the top here, we've got a cursed spell, giving us at least 2, and a torch. And even though Miplet had 3 to cash in earlier, it was because he actually took 3 individual ones from the treasury.
Correct indeed. So one last chest
And
here.
the last box Ghost wants to stop the system. And that is going to be just a nice replacement key. So it looks like if we didn't go ahead and have that return or the wings early to save that key, we might have been hiding for a while, because this looks like to be the only cave that's actually going to have a spare key.
Well, we have seen Rimmaldar already for most of our runners.
Yeah, in case you missed or you just wrong to not find it. Opti, by the way, looking around in the Mall of Ulfgard, aka Catlin.
Gonna pick up some coordinates here, maybe do a count later on. That is a very, very big swamp that Miplet is walking through, but does find a cave.
And no, we did not roll a big swamp pond, but there it is anyway. And we have Grave there.
So right now, I'd kind of go through the top 3, run over them really quick to see if there's a treasure guard there, and maybe check them anyway. But we don't really need much else except story items now. And the armor.
Yeah, because golems were pushover, so you don't even really need the fairy flute. On the middle is an herb, left side gold, and right side is a fighter's ring. Points of attack, but none of our progression items.
I think I'd dive here. We've got keys, we've got outside. This is looking like a dive.
Meanwhile, Vampire Lady going for the big stick in Hoxness.
Didn't get the stop spell off ahead of time. Does get an excellent move and takes down the Armored Knight.
Well, Vampire, you are promoted with the sword of Vertrick.
Gardenham Coal, Freebie Cave, Outstanding, and of course what's in the bottom of Grave.
And Miplet is going to hopefully give us a look at those two here shortly.
So we're definitely missing 2 items, so that gives us what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more areas for these 2 items. And our armor is still missing, but that could be anywhere, including Sherlock.
Yeah, most definitely can, knowing Chaos.
This is not one of the items we need.
Definitely not with the torch. But we still have 1 chest to check down. And oh, no, yeah, that was 4. We still have 1 more in level 5.
Opti joining Miplet down in Grave. It's going to dive as well.
Well, that's going to make the big difference here, whether there's actually something down here in that 5th floor or not.
Denada.
Just gold. So hopefully, and I never wish somebody to die, but this thing here is hopefully Opti gets nailed by something quickly. Actually, Opti isn't.
Oh.
Opti is in.
I didn't notice that.
Opti going for the Gwayland positioning system.
Does have outside. Won't need to go back through whatever the spike tile was, which I did miss. Ah, Spectre.
Or swamp, where you want to go for Miplet.
Starting to run a little bit low on resources. Wants to find another town here soon.
Yeah, even if it's just my nice little Burkenary.
Alright, we have a princess rescue. Opti does a quick save as well.
So we have level 14 finally. 10 power, speed, 10 hit points, 2 magic, and hurt more finally
go.
learned.
Old Vampire Lady needs to double her experience. Opti needs about another 1400. But with the Wyvern kill, it's not going to take long.
No, but I don't think Old Vampire's discovered that the Wyverns have got the 312 yet. Another dead end, unfortunately, for Miplet. Now, Old Vampire, though, taking the grave dive.
Opti has found out that she needs to go further west for those coordinates and is trying to find a way there.
Hey, now that's the picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bridges.
Hey, look, it's Florida. And a jerk cave. Old Vampire Lady gets her torch. Blue Dragon's doing 47 damage. That seems normal as well. Ooh, a town here for Miplet. Looks like one we haven't seen before. And it's cold.
And it is cold, so we should very likely get the freak out spike tile here.
We're looking for a silver shield. There is none. Goodbye.
And we have, over on the Opti side, we actually have Garringham.
And it did have a silver shield, which she just picked up. I didn't see the price, but she did pick one up.
So the question is, what's going to be more important, the spike tile here in coal versus... Oh, wait a minute. It's only the fairy flute.
Das Flute is vanilla. So here's one of her treasure guards.
And we have a spike tile in back at Garringham.
Actually, I believe now we've got 4 possibilities for chests back here. And 2 of them should be the items we need.
Unfortunately, Opti dies to the treasure guard. And we'll have to go back. Now that's weird and very good because Miplet does not know that's where the stuff is compared to Opti. And Old Vampire finds Old Breckenary.
Will we have a Brexit? Nope. Just gotta check for some items. Silver shield is what she's looking for as well here. Yeah, 117.
And there it is for just a low of the century price of 117. A good savings of over 14,680 gold. Sometimes chaos could be, nice.
Sometimes it can, but sometimes it really pushes you.
And that Breckenary is in the middle of a dead end, unfortunately, for Old Vampire Lady. Let's get the shield, though, which will be positive for later on.
Opti checking out those coordinates is headed in the right direction.
Just getting verification from Gwalen. 671 from 14 is opty. Miplet, however, is already on 14. The magic number for opty is about 6,500, sorry.
Old Vampire Lady found Mountain Cave there and is going to explore that.
And again, unfortunately, we know that's really not an interesting locale.
That green dragon shall be our treasure guard for the silver harp. And there it is, Opti has picked it up. Old Vampire Lady picks up her death necklace in Mountain. I did not notice Artorias. I don't think it was too far from Swamp Cave, but I don't know which side either.
And level 14 picked up from Opti, joining Miplet with those 10, 1, 9, 2, and that hurt more.
Opti finds Swamp North here and decides to go down through.
I'm a little surprised we haven't had anybody check the spike tile, but probably with all the wyvern nice yummy yummies, I figured.
So Opti has rescued Gwalen, which means she has gone through, and I believe Chet said it was the Spectre. Which I did see Opti, or someone, fighting for a while, so...
But 8,600 is the next level, so Miplet is only about 300 shy. So if he could find a wyvern, he'd have level 15 immediately.
Well, if it's 8,600, he's going to need 2, I think. Speak of that wyvern, oh wow, 56 damage.
But he does get his tasty 9, 314, and only one more needed for that level up. Or 2 more Goldman.
Mimples have been wandering a long time without seeing anything. Opti finds another town and is back to Garenham.
Yep, now I would save up and make sure to go for that treasure guard. The first one was a regular knight.
Those knights hit hard, though.
Yep, but maybe check the other 2 chests first this time around. And see what we come up with.
So gold. Oh wow, there's our other test.
Other spike tile. And of course, now you get the Goshigeki on the one you really didn't need it, and it is the Erdrick's token, or the Erdrick's tease as we refer to. And one more is all it takes. And that item is the Stones of Sunlight. So now just find it Harp Trading Cave and you'd be ready to go, because we've already seen where Jerk is.
This is the Stones of Sunlight Cave. Do you want to check this? It's not what we need. Because the only thing
you
is
can always use
armor.
You can always use it for your...
One will never turn down for Europe. We have
Let's swing it away to get the sword.
We'll likely need multiple dives on this one. Not entirely out of the question to do it in a single dive, but we'll likely need to.
And there is the harp trade-in for Opti. But now all he needs to get all she needs to get to is the jerk, and unfortunately I think Miplet's the only one that's seen the jerk so far.
Yeah, I don't quite remember where it was, but we've seen it a couple times. Old Vampire Lady going towards cave she hasn't seen before? No, definitely has seen before. This is Swamp South. Opti heading straight for a cave. Swamp North.
Yep, so we are a big one continent, as we know, both north and south on the main.
Ooh, Old Vampire Lady finds coal.
And that, of course, was just our fairy flute.
Opti now
and meanwhile,
has
Opti does get the deal, and we know that Sherlock is not that far from Tentangel.
No, about 2 screens to the west, so we'll definitely know where that is. Right now, it's all about the levels.
Yep, because you say, hey, go in there, dive so you can find your armor. Unfortunately, it is full Sherlock this week. You do not get the potential of dropping down to be fun. And there is the fairy flute for Opti. As I like to say, a place that just clogs the space in your inventory. Meanwhile, Miplet has finally found Geringham.
Death Necklace was first check-in Mountain Cave, I believe.
Yeah, it was. Running into a dead end here's corner as we load up Miplet for the behind Geringham.
Opti currently has the item lead, not the experience lead. should know by now that armor's in Sherlock, but I'm not positive on that. I'm positive that armor is in Sherlock, I'm just not positive if she knows that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not thinking any spots left that we could potentially have.
Now, Miplet is about to get the final 2 items, assuming he doesn't die, and at level 15 he shouldn't. Both items are the top 2 chests right here.
Meanwhile, Old Vampire finds a jerk, but of course doesn't have the item.
Well, apparently Opti has not seen Mountain or Grave, so may continue to look for those to look for armor.
That would be an unfortunate, as you have the lead now. I'd just find a place to grind those wyverns and go. Speaking of that, level 15 joins Opti, as Miplet has both of the other items from the back of Garringham.
So yeah, perhaps Miplet definitely has the lead now, knowing... Miplet should definitely know that the armor's in Sherlock. Or will after this chest.
Yep, and unfortunately the experience lead has been chipped in a little bit. It's only 500 now for Miplet. Wonder if Opti's actually going to go check the spike here.
Opti has already seen the spike.
Meanwhile, ooh, goes the death to a wyvern. Meanwhile, Miplet immediately spelled.
Level 16, another 2200 experience away. I'd certainly start diving now and looking for that armor. Of course, again, Opti's still missing 2 of her big caves, so may keep going for a while. Yep, gonna pass right by Sherlock.
As Miplet turns in the silver harp for the staff.
Let's see, we've got 93 agility, 102 HP, 75 MP, only 111 attack. We're definitely gonna want level 16 a minimum. That's over 2,000 experience away. We're looking at around 1,100, maybe more, 11,500.
Yeah, it's going to be definitely a grind period. Because Opti would only be hitting 2 to 5, Miplet not much better at 3 to 6.
I'd like to know what enemies are in Sherlock, because if you could find the Wyvern in there, you could grind it as you're diving if it's on multiple floors. I mean, the Wyvern does do a lot of damage, so it is entirely possible it's in there.
Yeah, it is possible for the game to roll it in there, and if it is, it would be your best delight.
Opti finding Mountain, so clearing this fairly quick would only leave Grave for her to find.
And I believe she's already seen the top 3, I just don't think she's seen the bottom 2 on Grave.
Yeah, that sounds right. OVL finding the bottom of the map and has decided, nope, that's a dead end, is going to go search elsewhere.
Yep, and unfortunately, Miplet also isn't going to go in, but he's still got to get the jerk first.
Opti about 1100 experiences away from that level now.
Yep, so that'll make the next one at just about 11-2. As the experience points are about dead even again between Miplet and Opti.
That should be the jerk cave for Miplet, yep. And Garanham for OldVampireLady. Remembers to heal up first, perfect. OldVampireLady does not have hurt more, so this night may be a little bit of an issue, but the Wyvern will be nice and easy. Gets an excellent move on that knight. We'll take it down and get the stones? Stones. So all OldVampireLady needs now is to count the coordinates and get that harp. Opti has also found the grave and is diving that. And that will be level 16 for Miplet. 1 power, 3 speed, 7 hit points, 3 magic. We're going to need another one yet. Ooh, 5,000 experience to level 17. That's rough. Don't have the HP to Death Necklace, even on an HP build. We could get lucky if DL2 is Sleep Happy. And DL1 is not too bad. Only 17 Wyverns, yeah, sure. OldVampireLady picking up her coordinates here. And Opti's heading for that last chest in grave. Alright, Miplet is into Sherlock. And the Wyverns are here. This is amazing. Yeah, Sherlock being so close to home, I'd definitely do the dive now, look for the armor, and then if you're still alive and have some resources, go check and see if you can find out something about DL1 and that spike for sure.
Assume on this hit you're going to the treasury, not the judge's table, correct?
6 out of 7 chance. Yeah, probably. Yeah, these Wyverns are great in Sherlock. Opty choosing to grind in Swamp Cave, I believe.
Yeah, that one line looks to be the case. Miplet, however, did not get through Sherlock and sent back to start.
That was a Druid, apparently. Pretty strong.
But it will be pretty quick to get right back. And has pushed back out to being a 1,700 point lead difference as Opti finally catches up to 16.
Well, VampireLady should
Over
be trying to
5.
find the coordinates now.
And it's 5,800 from Opti's number for level 17. So it'll be 16, almost 17,000.
Miplet's going to try this again, cast Heal More, and starts another dive. Those middle slimes kind of worth it as well. Tori's pointing out there is one less damage tile you have to walk over if you walk to the left just before you start those tiles. Some racers will just go straight up and immediately hit one extra tile. Oh, but Miplin is druid again.
Oh, Miplet back to start, but at least he's picking up some great experience every time you hit that Wyvern for 312 in there.
Top floor? Yeah, I grind the top floor for sure. Well, VampireLady taking out the Spectre. That was that spike tile in front of Graylin. And Opti dropping the rainbow.
Well, he drops it. Opti, however, knows that 5,000 plus for the next level. Knows that it might not be worth it. Just might as well go through and see if you can find that armor.
She's so happy. So this could come down to who is able to get the armor first, honestly.
Very, very much, because that'll help you, especially taking the edge off of these 20, 30 plus point hits that the enemies can do if they get a front attack or a dodge.
Oh, Opti!
Opti forgot to count!
Heal, please. Alright, we're off the diamond floor. Spectre's down here, that's not good.
Old Vampire did go ahead and save Gwaylin. Basically, the only thing she needs left is the harp. Has a feeling it's gotta be underneath those coordinates.
Miplet ignores the judge's table and goes straight for the bottom floor.
Which, with a 6 out of 7 shot, is usually a good play. Of course, with this being chaos, watch it be on the judge's table.
Do we have a
So
key?
if you're in chat, let's play the pyramid quickly. Not in the 150. Not in the 100. Not in the 50. Not in the 2. Not in the...
Poltergeist shouldn't be that enemy, so it's not that. It is on the table.
You rolled 6 out of 7 and the roll said bad roll. Oh, one rare thing that actually rolled vanilla.
Not quite. Normally it's a sword down there. We're getting armor. But still, yes.
Well, it rolled an Erdrick down there.
Fair enough.
And actually, it's quite fitting because they put the Erdrick sword in Hoxus, which is the vanilla Erdrick's armor. And on Judge's table, we'll have the Erdrick's armor, which would normally be vanilla Erdrick's sword.
So a reverse vanilla? Chocolate?
Yeah, let's go Neapolitan.
Alright. Opti is going in the right direction the first time, wow.
This could be the difference here.
Okay, Opti's at 59 MP, we'll definitely have to go back. Miplet is at 27 MP, so definitely we'll have to go back as well. Miplet has the experience advantage, though, with an extra 1,000 experience, which is...
Right, but the next level ain't the 17,000.
Speaking of the next level, Old Vampire Lady picks up 14 and should get hurt more here, yeah.
So, with the numbers, I know we ain't hitting for much, but could you load up on Fairy Waters, hope number 1 is soft, and then pray for 100 roll on the DL2.
Old Vampire Lady picks up the Silver Harp. There was no guard there, which means she had already beaten it at some point in the past. So Opti's going to get around and at least see what the spike is, and maybe get some information on DL1 at least.
Oh, what luck would this be if the spike is a wyvern?
Oh, that would be amazing, but I don't think it's going to be that. Oh, the
And
knight.
it's a knight.
I think the knight will go down to 1, maybe 2 hits. Definitely to a swing and a hurt more anyway. So Opti is very, very low on MP, but is going to go check here just to see what's going on.
Yeah, you might as well at least see if it's going to be an only like you hit for 2, or if you're actually going to have a decent hit range here on DL1.
It's called
And
the Fool.
Vampire does get to trade in.
Well,
Dragonlord ain't
not.
hitting for much, and
No.
you're hitting for okay.
So the only thing that can cause a lot of issues here is if the Dragonlord has a high health pool or heal more.
$118. $118 and 19, so 137 is the max on DL1.
Okay, we're not doing much damage to the Dragonlord, and we're going to burn and heal more right away, but we're going to hope that we see a sleep or something. Yep, just going to attack through there. We didn't see a sleep, doesn't mean it doesn't have sleep or heal, so we're going to want some more or something. Some more strength, probably. I'd head right back to top floor and start grinding those wyverns.
Well, means that's definitely a great play. Fortunately, Opie looks to be going to.
Maybe going to pick up some herbs or something. So now Miplet is fighting DL1. He's going to get his information here. Okay, DL1 down. Back attacked. Fire Breath. Does survive. It's going to throw it to stop spell. It hits. And is dead immediately.
So Opie weirdly going back to the grind in the path between the swamp caves.
Well, the grind you know is better than the grind you don't, and there are wyverns here as well.
Did Opie not hit a wyvern in the first level of Sherlock on their dive?
I would imagine they did, but maybe it was what else was in there that caused her to go back here.
Don't know where Miplet's heading.
Ooh, fairy water.
Maybe trying my idea.
Yeah, looks like he may sell some items here to make as much room for fairy water as he can. I wouldn't sell that death necklace yet. I'd keep that. That's the only thing I would keep, because if you do get a what do we want? 12 HP on the next level? Then that would be
Yeah,
enough to
at
use a
least.
Death Necklace.
Get to 140. Oh, 130.
Metal Slime is an okay grind here. Ah, apparently we had a radish pickup. Excellent.
Mmm, tasty radishes. Alright, looks like Miplet is heading back to Sherlock. Oh, prove me wrong.
It's gonna grind outside.
This is a weird idea.
Depends on what enemies are in this zone. Artoria's saying there are wyverns here too, so why not grind outside? Next level is around 17,000 XP. Here we go, Opti checking it now. It needs 1,300 more and is at... I lost what she was at. Yeah, 15,202, so that'd be 16,500 actually. Old Vampire Lady's still on hunt. I think has lost the jerk, has everything else she needs. $100 damage exactly to the red dragon for 119 experience. Alright, one more wyvern should do it. One more anything really should do it for Opti in here. Old Vampire Lady takes a death. Karan, thank you very much for the raid.
Need one more of anything now for Opti.
Math.
Miplet has fallen nearly to about 1,800 points behind. Here we go. Right. Level 17 we have 2 power, 1 speed, 3 hit points, 1 magic.
Well, let's see what our next level is, because that's not what we wanted.
3,100 more, so we're looking at 19,800.
Looks like Opti's going to stay around and go for another one. Miplet changing tactics and walking around the first floor of Sherlock. And immediately gets a wyvern.
Yep, now this grind I actually like. You're getting a 1 hit showman, so you don't have to worry much about just hit it once and be done. Instead of trying to run and maybe be dodged. You get the wyverns for 312. 3-4 teams.
Schmike saying, why did Group 10 get the 30k experience disaster?
And he's actually, with those wyverns, catching up real quick. He's only about 900, 3 wyverns away max from the next level.
.182 attack power on those wyverns, but only 3 HP.
Yeah, it might have been a great boost early if you could have got, say, a torch or a fairy ward to throw on the wyvern in the early game.
Ooh, now Artorias pointing out something there. Throw up that repel. You might weed out a couple of enemies and keep getting those wyverns. I mean, when you're on your final
here, when
you're on your final grind, that's a hard thing to do because you don't want to repel enemies for like 2 or 3 minutes that you really need to kill, and if you're not entirely sure. So, I mean, if they know the strength well, then yeah, they might think about it, but I certainly wouldn't. I might try it earlier in the game, but I wouldn't here.
Yeah, because you figure you want to get your 300, you put that repel on, and you're like, well, where are they? With you and then repelled. Fortunately, a dodge on that wyvern twice for Opti.
But then crits.
You know, for 57 more points than necessary. Now, it looks like Old Vampire has never seen the Jerk Cave.
Or if she has, certainly didn't map it, and is wandering around looking for it again.
Well, Opti about 4 wyverns away from the next level. Now 3 with that last one.
Metal slimes are running away.
But not much.
OldVampireLady in the same zone here.
As Opti, yeah. They're probably making many virtual high fives without even knowing it.
Another excellent move on a wyvern.
So the wyvern's gotta be going, hey, dude, we got less strength than a 6-year-old. Will you stop critting us? And of course, that would have been hit points, not strength.
I know some pretty strong 6-year-olds.
And they must raise them good up there in the Great White North.
Looks like Miplet might not be quite on the zone he wants to be in. Right on those boundaries or something.
Yeah, I think he was just 1 square, unfortunately, to the right of the boundary.
But now he's found those wyverns. Oh, 0, 3, 4, and I missed the MP. It was something high. 11,
Next
apparently.
level is another 7,800. We're looking at 27.6.
Well, Schmike did say 30k, and we'd be getting pretty close.
Get your drink, get your snacks, settle in, folks. This may take a while.
Well, this could be interesting. We've got 100 agility, which is amazing. We've got 74 strength, which is about 12 less than we want. 90 MP is not enough for the amount of attack we have.
Then what's the maximum number of slots we could fairy water? While you're figuring that, old vampire lady finally joins the three-way dance with the rainbow drop.
How are we going to have 5 or 6 here? Because we've got the fairy flute and death necklace, which we could drop the death necklace, but...
I think some would have one more, because I think at least one of our runners did not pick up the fairy flute. So in other words, you could have about, say, max, let's go with a max number of 6. And we roll max on a fairy water hit of what, 15 to 18?
16 is max.
Okay, so with the 6, you can do a maximum of 96 points just off fairy waters, if you, of course, roll max rolls on each one.
So assuming a low HP Dragon Lord is entirely possible. But not like...
But we have no way of knowing if it is low or if it's in the 200s. Well, Vampire does drop their rainbow drop. All 3 have the bridge connect.
She's gonna start and die for that armor.
She may start realizing that, oh, lovely, lovely wyverns, get that armor first and then start snacking on those.
Immediately,
ooh,
Druid.
56, 46 out of sleep, Druid. That might be the one and only one enemy that might take it away from a Sherlock top grind. But I really wouldn't do it too much because, as we said, we're only about 2 to 2.5 screens to the west from Tentangel to Sherlock. It wouldn't be that quick to get hard to get right back. And she gets back in, the first thing she sees again is a Druid, but at least she gets away. Another Druid.
You imagine the Wyvern still doing 50 damage with 100 defense.
Yeah, we know where Opti is. Where in the heck is Miplet grinding?
Well, has a zone in the north with Wyverns there, so... Okay, I guess. I mean, Wyverns are the thing to grind.
Yeah, but how far out of the way to go for that zone?
I don't believe it's too far. Destiny's saying it's only one screen to the north. It's actually closer than Swamp Cave. But Opti has been able to stay in that Swamp Cave for a long time.
Yep, great saving of their defenses and everything else while you're able to heal walk to try to avoid having to use heal moors as much as possible.
Oh, I thought old Vampire Lady was going to put on the death necklace that time.
Oh, that would have been pretty unfortunate here. And say you don't need the 10 points out here when you're fighting, say, the wyverns. You definitely would like to keep your HP. Alrighty, which way will she go? Well, that's going to be the next one, of course. Will she head to the treasury or to the judge's table? And she takes for the more possible chest. She's heading to the treasury.
She does have enough resources. I would say she'll be able to get back and get the armor.
And Miplet goes to death on a wyvern.
But has caught up in experience. Now knows how much he needs for the next level.
Yeah, they are dead even, needing about another 51, so getting close to 28,000 for the next level.
Of course, Miplet didn't rescue Gwalen, so has to find out how much experience he needs from Lorik.
Yep, now Old Vampire Lady getting the news that all 6 unfortunately do not have. Meanwhile, Miplet is back in and sprinkling fairy water on himself as he's going. Well, at least we do know one thing, that the repel will not block the wyvern.
Ooh. Destiny pointing out, Opti is on strength agility builds, doesn't have the HP needed. And while Miplet only has 126, which is not technically what you need for the Death Necklace, if you put it on, you still have a decent chance at doubles. It's not a perfect chance by any means, but it's still a decent chance, so... try it, sure. I mean, you're not that far from home.
Well, putting it on drops you down to what, about 96, 97?
96, which means if the Dragon Lord hits for max... Actually, at 96 DP, he can't hit for that much damage, but if he breathes 48, you will have the double heal war.
And Opti goes back to start again on a wyvern.
DL1 wasn't too bad, just had a lot of HP.
We figured it was in the high 100s between, like, I think, what was it, 150 to 160?
Yeah, something like that. Level requirement right now, 18 at absolute minimum, 19 would probably be preferable, but we don't know yet.
Yeah, we could go all the way to the 27,000. It could be another 111 level.
Yeah, we need 28,000-ish experience to get there.
Well, Miplet is on the basement.
Old Vampire Lady's picking up her armor, assuming she can kill this wyvern, which shouldn't be a problem. We've been killing them for an hour now. So if Miplet can get in and get it now, I mean, he's there. Should be nice and easy. If he can't take down the Dragon Lord, Opti has a much better chance because she's so much closer to level 19.
Meanwhile, outside, it looks like Old Vampire Lady heading back again to the Swamp Cave.
Nope, gonna
And of
grind
course,
your Overworld.
then immediately reverses as soon as they say it.
Has found that wyvern zone that Miplet could not find earlier. It's in the desert,
right
it's on the
there,
grass tiles, but... Okay, no problem with the knight on the spike.
With 104, I don't think you'd be putting on the Death Necklace or you'd have healed up, would you?
You'd want to put it on in this battle here, rather than the next one.
Right, but what I was saying is you heal up first, throw it in, that way you'd get the extra HP at least for this first fight before it transitions.
Doesn't look like he's gonna put it on.
Did Old Vampire Lady go back to grave?
She might be in swamp, actually. Alright, we get to stop spelling the Dragon Lord.
There was a long line, straight path on the far right side of the place, which wouldn't be... Oh, no. Yeah, it's on the spike tile.
Alright, we're going fairy water strats here.
So 20. 36 max on that one. $47. 55. We think we might need to take a swag.
Probably. I mean, we're down to half MP already, and we're only done 55. So at a 100 HP, maybe, but
Yeah, we're at 62. 66 of a terrible 4. Another terrible 4, that's only 70. And only 2 heal more than the tank. Another terrible 4. Gets a double at least here. Gets him to 81.
I think 4 is mineral here too.
87. Swings away and is going to go back.
We didn't see a heal there, so
Yeah, but he got to 89. So that would mean that if it would have been rolled, it would have been capped at about 120-ish. But yeah, we didn't see it.
now granted, the Dragon Lord is not guaranteed to cast heal, but yeah, the likelihood of it having exactly 100 HP is slim because it should have cast heal at least once there. Once it got past 75. Alright, looks like Miplet's gonna stock up on Fairy Waters again. Between 100 and 230 something. This is chaos, so we don't know. 230, okay.
Yep, it could be anywhere in that 130 point range. Of course, we'll remain in the dark too. You will not see that number until we have somebody at least completed.
So Opti is now 3,000 experience up over Miplet, and is closing in on level 19 pretty fast.
Yep, 1900 to go for that level. Meanwhile, at this point, Old Vampire needs to find a vein of every step wyverns to get back in it with a 16,000 point difference.
She's grinding on the spike tile with the Spectre, which is harder to kill. It's 107 experience. It's not a bad amount, but it takes 3 or 4 swings to kill. It will get her to level 16 here, or something else may, but she needs to go a good few levels higher than that. This metal slime should do it.
It will, provided it be complete. And there we go, she gets to 16, only 2 back. It's a little hard to feel the 18,000 experience points difference and you're only 2 levels behind. But the lovely world of chaos.
Miplet gone right back to his grinding zone that had the wyverns.
Yep, Opti still in the swamp cave. And Old Vampire Lady is going... Is she going to go to Sherlock?
Going back to refill an MP, I believe.
Yeah, that wouldn't be that bad even if you go to... Well, she's going to go to the town instead, but you can even go to Tent Angel with the little guy who blesses you with the knowledge and refills your magic. Looks like she wants some herbs. Oh, nope, just selling stuff off. I think she may be going for a fairy water threat here.
Alright, here's level 19. 14 power, 2 speed, 13 hit points, 3 magic. Sorry, level 20.
That actually skipped 2. And it would be only 4,000, only to 30, almost 33 for level 21.
I'd hold off on that Dominoes for a minute there.
I think we're in go mode here.
So again, the strength agility build is kind of hurting Opti here in this case, because when Miplet gets there, he'll have the MP in order to use the Death Necklace.
By the way, trackers, if we can get one more level knocked on Opti, please.
Oh, I missed that. Yeah, she said level 20 instead of 19. Oh, 129 is right on that edge. But has the 130 attack, so yeah.
And I'm assuming with that 129 you're referring to putting on the Death Necklace?
Yes, yeah. I think he can do it at 129, but it's 1 point below, I believe. But with the 130 attack, doesn't need to now anyway.
Yeah, because with that 130 you'd be looking at what, at 7 to 15?
I believe so, yeah. 93 MP. Should easily get doubles with 129 HP. The defense is going to block, or well, not block, but certainly lower the physical attacks a good amount.
Well, Miplet's only less than 2,000 away from picking up that double level.
Opti has to go now and kill the Dragon Lord on this attempt, I think. Because if Miplet gets back down there, he should have it.
We can find 4 quick wyverns here. Oh, there's one. Old Vampire also going down. We know the odds, though, on an Old Vampire finish here is not on the pretty side.
Not impossible, but pretty close.
I was going to say, but with Randomizer, especially Chaos, anything's possible. Water that it did not repel the wyvern.
I mean, that's a good thing. I'd still be killing wyverns on the way down here if you came across them. Because you never know when you're going to hit another level. Well, I guess Opti does.
Opti knows it's a little right around 31.
I mean, that's only 10 wyverns. You might fight that many on the way down.
Yeah, that's true. By the way, Opti's just about to come out of the basement. And there is 19. With his build, it's 14 power. And the other goodies.
So Miplet has the chance to use the Death Necklace here, and should.
Yeah, 1 to 41, that would give him another 10 points. That would make the swing being, what, 10 to 20?
Yep, 10 to 20 for sure.
Opti just about to hit the spike of our knight.
Good way to take out that knight, use the Herbmore. Unfortunately, you lost a heal walk doing that, but oh no, don't heal walk! Don't heal walk!
Yeah,
oh no!
Oh, I have no herb.
Still.
Hope you did not herb up. But yeah, this is scary, scary borrowed time to try to heal walk. I've learned that from many a runs myself where I figure, okay, I'll just heal walk a few steps and then you go, oh, Red Dragon or AK or somebody who makes you burn even more resources. Meanwhile, here comes Miplet heading down. And the Thou Art a Fool speech begins, and immediately the Death Necklace goes on for Opti. She's gonna play that. That will drop her hit points to 97 after this level.
Which does clear the double heal more, but only by 1 point.
Is the defense enough where the bite will not be higher than 48?
Alright, has a chance here. Throw the stop spell? Yeah, definitely. It works first chance.
Now we haven't seen it. You haven't seen it yet, but might as well. Old Vampire next closest on the basement, but again, we know that if it happens, we'll be celebrating her win here. Miplet, however, just starting on the first level of the basement.
And Opti rolling amazing. I think I saw 17 and a 19 there.
Now you cursed him back to a low.
Old Vampire Lady takes out the knight with a hurt more.
Old Vampire Lady seems to be giving it the full try here. Do not heal walk. Only 2 heal mores left for Opti. Weird, thinking that Dragonlord may roll super high because I still haven't even seen the heal attempt.
Go for this attack, see what happens. Not enough.
So we know that very likely Old Vampire definitely won't as well. But with Curse, then yeah, you're only going to have 1 hit point. You got to find a place to go heal. You got to get all the way down around to Caitlyn.
So Artorias thinks it was 166 health on DL2.
Which, if, again, we have no way of knowing for sure whether or not they do have the heal spell or not. But if you would, that would put another 25% on that, which would mean about 200.
Well, Old Vampire Lady is on DL2 and gets the stop spell.
Here, but you can't buy herbs or dills, unfortunately, in Rimildar.
Honestly, this being a I'd maybe throw a few fairy waters looking for sleep just to see what happens, and then I'd throw out a couple of herbivores just to see what happens. Man, that group hasn't run yet. Be quiet.
L2 on Miplet. 11 heal more, so this could be interesting. There's a 19 to start, followed by another 19 on the double. $55 now. Fortunately, my screen froze, so I didn't see the last number.
Looking at 32k experience for level 21.
130. 147 with 5 more heal. 159. Maybe the difference in the builds here that may end up making it happen. 169. 188. 3 heal mores left now too. 199. There it is. GG's out in chat for Miplet with a 211 point takedown.
That was amazing. That went back and forth a couple of times. I'm really glad for this to be such a close race, at least between two of our runners.
We'll get that racetime.gg for you in just a second. Looks like the builds are going to be the difference in this one, as Miplet will finish with 5 points and complete their Winter League at 13.
A racetime.gg time of 2 hours and 37 seconds.
Well, we'll see if we can get Miplet in here, because I have a feeling they'd have a lot to say about this seed.
So Opti's still grinding for level 21. Old Vampire Lady has to grind for 4 levels at minimum, probably 5. It's going to try the Hoxton Spike for a while, it seems.
If I remember right though, I don't think the AK actually gave much experience. Yeah, only 5
Only
points.
5, yeah.
Definitely not going to be what you want to grind on.
Demonite is okay here. It seems like the Wyvern was the best grind of all, and it's just finding a zone that has it and recognizing that. I mean, that's part of it too, right? When you're in Chaos, you see so much that you're not used to that. Like, in a standard seed, you grind an AK, you grind a Red Dragon, you never grind a Stone Man unless it's the only option. But in Chaos, everything is all over the place. Now, these skeletons are good, but they're not as good as the Wyvern. So, just being able to remember what to grind and where they are is a big skill, and does take some experience for sure.
Yeah, because after a while you can start going, well, what item was it at that 312? Was it this guy? No, it wasn't that guy.
And that sounds like a Miplet. GG.
GG. Holy smoke, that was a long slog at the end.
Yeah, the only decent grind was those Wyverns, and look, for a while you had a hard time finding them. But you did find a couple of zones, and you stuck with it. Your strength HP build is what got you the win there, because Opti went in after your first dive, but is on strength agility, so the HP wasn't quite as high, and with the Death Necklace only had 97 HP.
Oh yeah, she always does that, huh? It doesn't use the HP. I can't talk.
Yeah, she's currently grinding for 21, trying to get that little extra bit of oomph. And we think DL2 there had 209, I think, was the count that someone had for you.
Wow.
Yeah, we were over 2. Weirdly, though, doesn't seem that the Dragon Lord had the spell, as he didn't pull it out for you at all.
Yeah, I'm like, the first 2 times, nothing, no sleeping Micah. If it casts heal at the end, I'll just try then, but yeah, I didn't see any.
Meanwhile,
Vampire
Old
League.
Vampire is still grinding in Hawksness. Opti is using the not the grave, but the swamp cave passageway to grind.
Yeah, Swamp has metal slimes in there, and the Wyverns. Drolls aren't extremely great, but she can run from those, so that's where her grind is. Not maybe quite as good as yours. You certainly caught up when you went into that northern zone. But she's been here for a long time now.
Yeah, it's a long 5,000 XP for that first level, and like, I don't know how many she has sitting there.
Yeah, Miplet, what led you to go to that northern zone for your grind compared to, say, something like, say, the first level of Sherlock or any of the other choices?
2, 5, 19, and 13 on level 21. And only
And
576
22 is
experience
just
22.
pocket change.
Yes, I gotta get going. I can't even talk because I gotta get a drink of water, and I'm going now. Okay, guys?
Hey, no problem. Thank
GG
you,
again.
Josh, again. Yeah,
Okay, bye.
GG on the game.
Alright, looks like we're going to see level 22 here. 2 more power, 1 speed, 1 hit point, 5 magic. The stats are certainly starting to lower now.
And now the next level is 4,000, so we should see him going to Sherlock instead of grinding.
Oh, apparently that was a 2-level jump again.
Well, actually, they picked up the 21, and then it was, remember, the 500 that went to 22.
Right, yeah.
But if I was Opti here, I'd go ahead and heal and load up on whatever you need, and then immediately get that Sherlock done and secure the second place.
Oh, Old Vampire Lady's in that zone that Miplet had found. Or at least pretty close to it, and is out again.
Well, actually, there were, yeah, and then she walked away. Meanwhile, Opti is heading up on the first level here, to starting to the basement in Sherlock.
Old Vampire Lady grinding just outside of Sherlock now. Middle scorpions are okay. There should be wyverns here too. So not a bad zone.
Actually, unfortunately, when we saw this before, the wyverns were just left of Sherlock. But if you can get those middle scorpions at a decent clip, considering you're on the desert tiles, which is a higher instance of encounters, it's not a bad place.
Up to hitting the bottom floor again now, so should soon have another Dragon Lord attempt.
Opty very close to that night trigger.
Alright, time for our next fight. And Old Vampire Lady just under 1,000 experience away from level 17.
Yeah, 'cause look, now we're hitting 43. This is beautiful numbers. Alright, here we go for Opty. Starting with an 18. $38. Ooh, a low roll. We're at 50. Now 68. Gets a double. 89. $129. $152. 163 rolling low, unfortunately.
Still has 5 heal mars left.
188. Unless they pull out unless the Dragon Lord pulls out the spell now, but there it is. And that was 201 for Opty finish.
GG's. A racetime.gg time of 2 hours 13 minutes 33 seconds. Opty, GG. That was a tough one.
Thank you. It definitely was.
Unfortunately, I think not guaranteed, but the The strength agility build, as much as I love it, caught you there because Miplet had gone ahead of you to Dragonlord and died, and then you went in and didn't quite have the HP you needed, and Miplet was able to get level 20, which had enough HP for him to go back and get it again.
Yeah, I kind of do feel that way, sort of. But I'm still gonna run with Strength Agility. I like that extra HP buffer.
Oh, me too. I'll constantly run with strength agility. Just didn't quite work out this time. But yeah, you had a decent grind there. I mean, the Wyverns were the grind. Miplet was grinding a little bit outside of Sharlock, a little bit to the north, and you were grinding in Swamp Cave. I think you caught up and took the experience lead for a good while Miplet did his dive. But the zone he had in the desert was a little tiny bit faster, maybe?
I see from the listing that it was 51 Wyverns and like 39 Red Dragons. Not sure on the Metal Slimes right now.
Yeah, the Metal Slimes were also pretty decent. You had more high experience enemies you were fighting. He was just getting the Wyverns a little bit faster, I think.
And then that is 21 Metal Slimes.
So yeah, you were, once you got that 21, it was enough for you, but then actually you just checked with Wayland, and Fender 22 was pretty close as well, so why not take it? Which was a good choice.
I always feel like if it's random EXP, if it's like a very low amount like that, why it doesn't hurt to get that little bit more.
For sure.
That would be the advantage of having the Wayland's positioning system. Opti, question for you. Of the 5 seeds we ran, which one was your favorite and why?
It's honestly going to be either week 2 or week 5. I like when there's like random weapon prices. I like the random EXP. It just makes it another thing for people to try and remember which one is good. Otherwise, we all know which ones give that good experience, but with the random EXP, you have to also now remember something else.
Alright, then on the flip side of the 3 remaining, 1, 3, or 4, which one did you hate the most and why? While we wait for Opti to come up with an answer there, Old Vampire standing back down on Sherlock again.
Actually, that would be week 1.
Interesting. I haven't heard anybody really have that as their worst. Is there any reason why in your mind?
It would probably have to do with the fact that there's no shuffled chests and searches and the random chest locations at the same time.
Well, you do finish with 11 points for this Winter League season. Your total thoughts overall on the season that you just completed?
I'm just gonna practice to get better, and yeah, just practice to get better.
Definitely can't argue on that one for you, Opti. Cyberdark, any other questions for Opti? Oh. That's why I haven't heard from him in a few minutes. Well, let's see here. So we got Old Vampire Lady heading south. It looks like the 3rd level of Sherlock. Now we know as both you and Midlet fight, this is going to be a tough sledding. But, well, there is miracles possible. Hey, can we get DL2 up? Because I have a feeling there isn't going to be any fills. I think it's probably going to be just a fight. So let's see it. There it is, 199. Yep, fight and breath is all. There were no spells tonight with DL2. So your win, Opti, actually was just 2 points to the good. Here goes Old Vampire Lady down and around the basement here. On level 17, if we can get the DL off, we can get back to our stat. Thank you. Best free trackers and free streamers and trackers in the world doing that. So it's 122 max and only 79 magic. At least they've been able to keep all that magic. That will be only good enough for 9 heal bars. That 116 is going to be painful at it 4 to 8 swing.
I'm not.
Yeah, go ahead.
Confident at that level, honestly. That strength is a little too low.
Yeah, but I don't think a vampire's seen that we've seen the words 199 DL2. You could at this point be hoping and praying that it's only going to be like just over the min 100.
And I will say this, that I did try counting the first fight, but the second fight, I'm just like, it's random. Don't bother counting, just focus on the fight.
But I've always learned myself when I'm counting these numbers, especially when you're moving fast, if you have to round a little bit, so like if it's 19, make it 20, if it's 11, just count it as 10. That way you have an easier time to quick count as you're going. You don't have to worry about going, did I carry a one when you're going like, okay, 94 to 102 or something. And here we go again for Old Vampire Lady, as thou art a fool. Now this first fight is not really new. Anyone, this guy did roll higher with the normal HP, but isn't really defending much either, so it isn't like a horrible situation to get through. The only thing is this DL1 looks like both versions did not have any spells at all. So you didn't have a chance of either a hurt more or a stop spell on that DL1. And we're gonna go with the Fairy Water strat, rolling low first time on 9. Swing away for only 4, that's only 13. This might start being swaggerific here.
You know, that damage at that level is not going to be sufficient.
No, not unless you're going to get lucky here and either get a sleep or hurt more in bad light. Granted, yes, they are 15 out of 16, but you do have that 1 out of 16 shot of it like. And now throws on the deck necklace. That will make the max attack now 13.
I thought that Death Necklace doesn't re-roll until either the next fight or you get out of your current.
I know it doesn't reset your hit points until the next or get out. I'm not exactly sure on the actual 10-point situation or not.
But yeah, no, it still doesn't affect attack because it doesn't recalculate the stats until you're out of the fight that you put it on for.
And this is going to be even worse because considering that we're expecting her not to succeed here, you're going to immediately get kicked out of Tangential. You're not going to get healed up. There is the die.
Oh, she
And
forfeited.
we have a forfeit put in there after 2 hours and 25 minutes. He tosses the hands in the air and says, "No more." We'll see if we can get her in here real quickly before we finish, as we are on bonus time here on RPG Limit Break at the 2 hour and 26 minute mark.
Am I connected?
I
Yes.
believe you are not an old vampire lady. GG.
Sync.
There you go. It's a push to talk. You have to push the button when you speak.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I thought I'd give it one last try. Threw everything at him that I could think of. Didn't do any good. So, hey, it was a good race. It was a fun seed. And this has been a great tournament.
Yep, so same question I asked Opti while we were watching your Dale Vampire. Out of the 5 seeds, which one of the weeks did you like the best? And which one of the seeds did you hate the most?
Whoop, hold on. I like this one the best for practice. I liked week number 4 because you knew what the map was going to be. And the one I hated was the one with stair shuffle.
So that would have been week number 3. Apologize for the little noise background. I have a little niece that came in, lost a tooth, and wanted to show me like a good uncle, like, "Hey, I lost tooth, like the tooth fairy." So I apologize for that noise in the background there.
Yeah, that's okay. No problem.
It's approaching 1 a.m. and they, at this point, as our our commentator had to go because of it.
Yeah, it's only 8:32 here, so I still have dinner to eat. So I just want to thank everybody for putting the tournament on. It's always a great time. I enjoyed the winter tournament, and I'll probably enter again.
Alrighty, as our streamer gets it scrolled down for upcoming matches,
This is
here
not
still
working.
in week number 5.
Do you have me now?
Yes, you've been here the whole time.
Oh, okay. My son keeps telling me you can't hear me.
No,
But-
we had you
I'm
just
saying
fine.
we can't hear you.
Oh, okay.
We can't hear you on the stream.
Okay, sorry. He says he can't hear me. That's all right.
Oh,
No
that,
problem.
unfortunately, would be up to our... And as soon as they finish, we can actually see what we have upcoming. There
Okay.
we go.
Well, I'm gonna cut out real fast. Once again, thank you all. It was a fun time. Congrats to Miplet and Opti. And congrats.
Congratulations.
Good luck to everybody in continuing in on the tournament.
And we hope to see you around the next time we have a tournament here.
Oh, absolutely. No question about it. So, thank you. Good night, everybody.
Good night, old vampire lady. And as we have her out, we have our races upcoming. One on the leap year of tomorrow with Diabetes. Keegalis, Mandy, and RG365 will be going at, looks like, about 7:30. Then on March 1st, that would be Friday, we have two. We have the Aaron 2U2, Archfield Monk, Big Flamu, and Quinn Patrick race. That should be a great watch for all. And the Arturius, Yako, Even, and Destiny of a Dragon Warrior on the nightcap at 8. And then, of course, on Saturday, we also have one now. Theo, Valve, and Wave will be going, and I do know we have a 2-player one that isn't on that map yet for Sunday to round us out in the races here in week 5. So, with everyone around, my best trackers in the world, Destiny of a Dragon Warrior on one. And unfortunately, the other one did have to push on out. Camion with, of course, the restreaming abilities tonight. OPT, anything you want to say before we have?
Yeah, thank you so much for doing this. I had fun. And I will be joining the next one, whatever it may be.
Alrighty, we're just trying to find where we're going to go here. Just a sec. Alrighty, so with that, we're actually going to send you out to the Dragon Warrior I didn't touch too much, but should be nice, is Dr. Mr. Holmes with Dragon Warrior 3. Thanks for staying up with us for late night. Have a great night. Enjoy the bonus coverage over there.
Bye.